you should watch more mid anime from Probably Pretentious.
It was revealed recently that Solo Leveling, yes, that Hype Moments and Aura show, is the most watched anime ever on Crunchyroll, like of all time. Now, I don't know if there are important caveats that are being left out, but regardless, it's an insane achievement. Of course, congratulations to the entire team, it's a big deal. The achievement, however, as insane as it might sound, is not that hard to believe. Think about it, Solo Leveling is incredibly universal.
I mean, yeah, like it wasn't hard to believe. Like when I first heard about that, I was like, I'm not surprised at all. Like, you got to think like the a lot of older people that was watching the anime wasn't even really using Crunchyroll. Like us, a lot of older niggas, we got our ways, or we got our ways. So like, is Crunchyroll really is a more newer type of person, like new people that get into anime really kind of use Crunchyroll. And there's some old people. I'm not saying all old people don't use Crunchyroll, but like a lot of more newer gen people are gonna use Crunchyroll. So like new gen anime, the most popular new gen anime being Solo Leveling. Like of course it's the most watched thing on on Crunchyroll. I mean, it's not surprising at all to me.
Universal, accessible, and most importantly, easy to market. It's surgically crafted to appeal to a large group of people, and that, combined with the fact that more people watch anime now than ever before, makes that statistic perfectly believable. People usually watch anime, a form of entertainment, with the intention of being entertained, and Solo Leveling is incredibly entertaining.
I mean, that's another thing too. That's why I don't understand. Like, this is just a fantastic point. A fantastic point. That's just another great point to staple behind Soul Leveling. Like, you watch entertainment to be entertained, and it is a very entertaining show. Like, you know, like it just straightforward is.
Sure, most of you would agree with that statement. The topic of this video, however, isn't Solo Leveling itself, because Lord knows I've milked that title enough. It's shows like Solo Leveling itself, because Lord knows.
Jesus Christ, you Solo Leveling milker! Jesus Christ! This nigga was milking the Lord Christ out of Solo Leveling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in just the last year? What's good, Andrew? How you doing, man? This is crazy.
I've milked that title enough. It's shows like Solo Leveling. Shows that aren't the best thing in the world, but they aren't bad either. Shows that are mid. Now, quick disclaimer, I actually do like Solo Leveling quite a bit because of reasons I've covered before. I think it's good. But the point I'm trying to make is most seasoned fans with some amount of experience with the medium, think of Solo Leveling as a show that's middle of the line, edging towards the good end of the spectrum. That's the general consensus. That didn't sound good, did it, Solo Leveling fans? Me calling the show middle of the line sounded like an insult, didn't it? It did, right?
See? Now, I know that I'm about to agree with what he's gonna say, because I've been saying this shit forever. That ass. Like, I've been a huge advocate of niggas not watching just top of the line shows. Like, you need to watch some mid shit so you can understand like what actually is mid. Like, you need to watch some dumpster fire anime. You need to have that in your catalog so you know when some good shit comes around, like this is top of the line. This is actually top of the line, because you've seen some trash shit. But like, if all you watch is Solo Leveling and all you watching is like the most popular anime and like the most mainstream shit, like when you go back to watch something that might be like a little worse, you might not enjoy it how you could have, because you don't watch mid anime. It's like you need some mid anime in your collection, bro.
That's the point, and that's the topic of this video. These days, mid is used as an insult, despite the fact that the word by definition means average, neither good nor bad. For some bizarre fucking reason, modern anime fans can only think in extremes. A show must be 10 out of 10, life-changing, greatest thing you've ever seen, absolute cinema, or it's garbage. That apparently is no in between. Shows aren't allowed to be average anymore.
Yeah, bro. Shows aren't allowed to be average anymore, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's I feel like he's literally just about to repeat what I've been saying for the last year with this anime shit.
They aren't allowed to be mid anymore, and I think that's a shame. Speaking of which, you know what else is a shame? Not subscribing. According to this
yeah, bro, like not subscribing is freaking ashamed, bro. Like, especially when I'm dropping these consistent streams every single goddamn day. It's not every day, I'm lying.
Graphic that I totally didn't just make on Canva. One of you guys watching isn't subscribed, just one. So if you are that guy, what are you doing? Have some shame. Go down there and press the subscribe button. So this is a very vague topic and naturally the video will be a bit all over the place, but I implore you guys to stay with me. The topic I'm about to cover might sound pretentious, but it's extremely significant. It's the reason why fans lose interest in the medium of anime over the years, and it's the reason why so many of you out there go through burnouts. If you fall into either category.
See, like, I know a nigga just like this too, bro. I know a nigga just like this who be on his burnout shit, you know, without throwing no fingers. I know a nigga just like this, and it's only because nigga be watching mainstream top of the line shit. Like, he don't be watching no mid anymore, bro. And like, that's the problem, bro. Like, you know, like it's hard. It's hard to put anime down when you're addicted. Like, not addicted, but like mid anime is like a comfort anime. Motherfuckers have been spoiled with good anime. Yeah, I mean, it is. But like, here's the thing too, though. You like, the mid anime is there. Like, Fire Force season 3 is out right now. That's a perfect mid anime for niggas to pick up. Like, but they just don't want to pick it up. You know, because they have a bar that's so high. They too used to solo leveling animation. They too used to Attack on Titan story. The bar is too high for some of these niggas. And that's the problem, bro. They need to dim it down, bro. Go pick up a Fire Force. You know? Go pick up some animes like that, you know? So, you know, it will really help you out.
You might find
it will give you more realistic expectations.
This video to be particularly insightful. Alright, so this topic can briefly be summarized into the following sentence. Most anime fans only appreciate great anime, and that's a problem.
Hey, and I like what you did right here. Most. I like what you did right here. Most. Cause some of these YouTube creators would have been like all anime fans. Cause niggas like to speak in generalizations. Most anime fans only appreciate great anime. And this is recently only a problem. This is recently only a problem with a lot of new people coming into the space. And this is why y'all gotta go get y'all a taste of some not some trash. Nobody want to watch no trash. Nobody wants to watch the beginning after the end. Nobody wants to watch that. I understand. But there are plenty of solid animes right down the line that's just good. You know, that's not crazy animated, that doesn't have the craziest story all time, but it's a good anime that you could watch 12 episodes of.
Now, at face value, that sentence sounds simple and stupid. Of course.
No, it doesn't sound stupid at all. It doesn't sound stupid. Any nigga that thinks that's a stupid sentence, they're one of these people. They need some help.
Fans like great shows. Is that not the entire point? Well, the thing is, the keyword in that sentence isn't great, it's only. These days, many anime fans refuse to engage with shows outside of the ones that either are great or are supposed to be. Of course, by great, I mean critically acclaimed. Anything besides great seemingly isn't worth their time, and that's a stupid way of interacting with media. It's terrible for the medium, and
it is a horrible way to interact with media. Like, you gotta understand this. I think, like, one of the reasons why niggas love Marvel movies so much is because there's trash Marvel movies. For example, like, could you really appreciate Avengers Endgame without Morbius? Like, can you really appreciate some of the banger Marvel movies without the dumpster fire movies that they drop? When they drop a dumpster fire and then the next Avengers is just peak 10 out of 10, it make you love it even more because the last couple movies were trash. But you went to go watch it, you know why? Because you like Marvel. And those aren't even mid movies. Those are just straight dog water. Like, just think if they were like mid and at least solid. Like, if those were mid solid movies that you could have like watched and had no problem with, and then like you would have still had that same appreciation for the great movies later.
Terrible for your experience with it as a fan. Let's start with the cause of this problem before talking about the consequences, because we need to organize this video somehow. I think self-awareness and ego have massive roles to play in this problem. People feel like they are supposed to like certain shows and dislike the rest simply because
That's a dumbass opinion. That's a dumbass opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I stand here. I'm the perfect. Look, if I'm the perfect beacon, if you think that you need to like certain animes because other niggas like them, just come to Hezzy and you got all the relatability in the world. I'm a nigga that I don't even like one of the best animes of all time. Attack on Titan. I think they sold the ending of Attack on Titan. The last whole season they sold whole last season, nigga. They got Chows in there doing dumb shit that make no sense to the fucking story because they're retarded. They got shit going on that I just didn't fuck with, and I still can't fuck with it to this day. And that's okay. It's people have that claim that's one of the best anime of all time. I'll let them have it. They can have that shit all day. Same thing with Hunter x Hunter. I think Hunter x Hunter is solid. But do I think it's one of the greatest of all time? No, because it has a mid-ass arc that everyone glazes to death. Look, it is okay to have a different opinion, bro. It's okay. No one is going to crucify you for having a different opinion. Yeah, someone might call you stupid. Someone might point at you and laugh, ha ha ha, you think this anime is trash. It is what it is. We got motherfuckers like Macron who come in here with crazy takes all the day. All day. We still love that nigga. Macron come in here, we still love him. Rick come in here and say some crazy shit. We still love that guy though. It's like everyone gonna have a different taste. Like, stop trying to fit in and be cool and like Attack on Titan just because everybody else like Attack on Titan or whatever that anime is. Like, be yourself, bro. It's okay.
Because others do. They feel like them liking a show disregarded by the masses invalidates their opinions. They think it means their taste in anime.
See, I'm not gonna lie, that is such a crazy way to think. Like, there is no universe I'm thinking because I don't agree with the mass, my opinion is invalidated. Hell no. Hell no. There's no universe where I would think like that ever. Like, how lowly of, like, do you gotta think of yourself to have like an opinion like that? I don't know. To think like that, like, you gotta think of yourself real lowly.
Is not as developed as the rest, and if that sounds sad to you, it's because it
is sad. Yeah, it is sad, bro. Like, how can you think like that?
It's incredibly sad. A sizable chunk of anime fans let others do their thinking for them, more so than fans of any other medium except for maybe rap music. It's like a hive mind. Anime fans regurgitate the same points over and over.
Bro, and it didn't used to be like this, bro. It didn't used to be like this. I swear it didn't used to be like this. Bro, like like mid anime used to come out all the time and niggas would love it. Like, Darling in the Franxx came out and that shit was mid. Like, it was mid even before it got to the ending. That was horrible, by the way. That made the anime 10 times worse. It was like a straight mid romance anime. It was good. It had its good parts, it had its bad parts. But, like, a lot of people love that anime, not for, like, for some people loved it for the characters, some people loved it for the story, some people loved it for the romance. But, like, but it used to be different, bro. It used to be different.
They reuse the same insults, they repeat the same jokes. Their top 10 lists are variations of the same few titles.
Hey, and that's why I fuck with y'all. Cause I could pull up y'all tier list right now and all of them are different. I fuck with y'all.
It's like
we got intimidated with Clashing with the Elite #1. We never gonna see that shit again. I promise you, we could ask 100 niggas. We never gonna see another nigga with Clashing with the Elite #1.
They're incapable of thinking independently. Oh, some experienced fans don't like Solo Leveling, but the casuals do. I too must hate the show because I need to prove that I'm not a norm.
Andrew, is that you? Andrew, is that you? Andrew, is that you?
I have taste. It's so bad that many fans don't even realize that they are simply conforming to the popular opinion. They regurgitate the same common consensus subconsciously. Oh, but what if all of them do think the same way? What if they don't? They don't. Everyone has their own sets of preferences and biases. There's no way tens of thousands of people all have the same interpretation and opinion of a piece of art. The human brain isn't wired like that.
Oh, so you didn't hear? You tuned out? You tuned out when he was talking about you? Basically, he just said, because only casuals like Solo Leveling, since, like, a lot of experienced people hate on Solo Leveling because a lot of casual people like it. So they think they got to be different because they're experienced. That's all he was saying. I was just making a joke because you always talking about how mid Solo Leveling is.
I hate to pat myself on the back. No, I don't. Who am I kidding? I love that shit. but my
Me
reviews
too,
and
bro. That ass.
lists are always mine, unapologetically so. I doubt you'll ever come across lists and rankings similar to mine, and
That ass. That ass. I got the most unique taste on YouTube. I know y'all remember that video. I'll claim that shit to this day. I'll claim that shit to 2035.
the reason for that isn't just that I refuse to alter my opinions to appease fan bases, it's also the fact that I'm confident enough in my own opinions and interpretations to not seek validation from others. Back when I made my
No, I'm just hating Solo Leveling for the love of the game. That's the difference. I respect it, bro. For the love of the, I can never not respect hating on something for the love of the game. I can always respect that. That ass. I can always respect that.
controversial My Hero Academia video, I got a bunch of comments along the lines of, I hate MHA too, but I think your reasoning is stupid, or I don't like MHA either, but I've never heard complaints like yours before. And I take that as a compliment. It means I didn't just regurgitate the points everyone loves to
That ass. That's a good thing.
repeat. I shared my own, honest to God, highly subjective opinions
And if a nigga want to come in here and tell me my hero's good too, we can have that conversation because I agree. I agree with you.
about
That
the
shit is
show, which
trash.
was my intention. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is people often choose and evaluate shows based on metrics someone else came up with. Instead of caring about what they like, they care about what they are supposed to like. And this phenomena can be both conscious and subconscious.
Right, like I feel like I've been saying this for a year, but like hearing someone else say it make me so happy, bro. Hearing somebody else say this shit put a smile on my face.
Earlier in this video, I said that people watch anime with the intention of being entertained, and while that's true, many let others decide what is and isn't entertaining, and that's the issue. Another reason why fans refuse to watch and appreciate anything besides great shows is their strict refusal to dive past the surface of the metaphorical anime ocean. I personally know of people who look up ratings and refuse to watch shows that aren't rated highly.
I mean, and I know niggas who would get on. I know niggas who would get on YouTube videos and complain about anime, but only will talk about shonen. It's crazy. Which MCU character you think was done dirty in the Marvel movies? Morbius. Morbius. Easily Morbius. Number one, easily Morbius. Number two, Blade. That nigga don't got a movie. It's been 20 years. Blade don't got a movie. He's been done horrendous. But like easily Morbius number one. It's not even close. His movie wasn't even that bad. In my opinion, I think it's a mid movie, but the way everyone took it, like they didn't even give it a chance. Like because it wasn't Marvel Avengers Endgame, they did not give a fuck about what was going on in that anime. I thought it was a pretty solid movie. It had me intrigued about Morbius the character, but that's just me. I got Thor, Hawk, Black Widow. I mean, yeah, that recent Thor movie was some trash. I mean, if I feel like if that was She-Hulk instead of Hawk, I could understand. And then Black Widow, I blame IGN and Rotten Tomato for their silly ass takes. Yeah, IGN, IGN, they definitely have a problem, but Rotten Tomatoes is really just like everybody else. That's everyone coming together and making a rating of a show. So it's really the people. Like IGN does have critic ratings, but like no one really cares about the critic ratings. People really go on there to see what other people think.
I know of people who ask others on social media if a show is good instead of simply watching it themselves and finding out. I know of animation nerds who look up how many entries a show has on Sakugaboru before deciding to watch it. I see you. Don't do that. Now, you might counter me by saying that
I think it's okay to look at an anime rating on my anime list. I think that's okay. To know like what type of anime you're about to go into before you watch it. But do I think that should stop you from watching the anime? If you see a 7.5 and you're like, nah, this shit too trash. No, absolutely not. I feel like my anime list does not do some animes justice. And if you go on there and you see an anime that's a 7.5, you know, and you don't watch it just because of that, like you're holding yourself from a possibly good experience. There's plenty of animes that I've gone on my anime list and seen that the rating was a 7.6, and I could argue all day that the anime is at a solid 8.3, 8.4. But like, you know, that's just personal opinions. That's why you can't take that shit. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, bro. Like like let ratings just lower your expectations, and then you watch it and you have your own expectations, you know, from what you're watching. IGN reviews are just hilariously bad for me. I think they're just hilariously bad for everyone. No matter what, IGN reviews is always bad.
That a lot of people don't
Games, movies, anime, everything.
have the time to watch a lot of anime and that they would rather spend their limited time watching shows that are worthwhile. But I feel like that's less of a retort and more of a cop-out. This video isn't about people who occasionally watch anime, it's about anime fans. And if you are an anime fan, you have the time to watch anime.
And if you in this stream, you better be an anime fan, because the title said only certified anime fans allowed. So no fake niggas in here.
Let's be honest, you haven't felt the touch of a woman in at least a decade. And
Damn, he just got on my ass. God damn.
you aren't entirely
You're not talking about me though.
sure what grass is, you have the time. And those were the reasons why many refuse to appreciate average shows. But what's wrong with that? What are the consequences?
I could tell you the consequences.
Like I said near the start, I believe this selective appreciation is directly responsible for a bunch of fans losing interest in the medium of anime over time and going through burnouts. As someone who has no background in psychology whatsoever, here's my theory about this whole thing. As we all hopefully know, we all have our own biases and preferences. Therefore, no matter who you are, there exists a bunch of critically acclaimed shows you don't like and a bunch of critically panned ones you do.
Facts, especially for me, there's a shit ton of those.
Ooh, there has to. As such, forcing yourselves to only watch great anime, great of course meaning critically acclaimed, can do more harm than good. Sure, every once in a while you'll stumble upon a show you end up loving, but at the same time, you will come across shows you don't like, and since these shows are critically acclaimed, you'll end up convincing yourself to like it. You'll think you and your taste is the problem. Besides all
Oh my god, if you think like that, you're a bot. Like you're dead ass in a simulation. There's nothing else I can tell you. If you think like that, you're actually a empty shell walking around this earth. Dead ass. You can't be an actual human. You think like that.
Not only are your biases and preferences unique to you, they are dynamic in nature, they change over time, and by not catering to your ever-evolving preferences, you're turning the recreational activity of watching anime into a chore. You're not watching anime because you want to, you're watching anime because you need to, and that's a major cause of burnouts in my opinion. To those who find it difficult to watch stuff these days, it's not that you don't enjoy watching anime anymore, it's just that you don't watch anime you enjoy anymore, either because you feel like
He's spitting.
you're not supposed to, or because you're too busy checking things off your critically acclaimed anime to watch list. Of course, this doesn't mean you should never step out of your comfort zone and watch something that doesn't align with your tastes. You absolutely should, but it's important to do so.
Absolutely. Like I think like the biggest suggestion I can have for anybody ever is if you never watched a horror anime, go watch one. If you never watched a mystery anime, go watch one. Whatever genre anime you have never watched, go tap your toes in there and watch any anime from that list. It don't got to be the best one, it don't got to be the worst one. Just find something that might sound interesting to you and go watch it. Because like, why gatekeep yourself from a genre of anime that you might love? Like, and that's one thing I can never understand, like why people don't try. Like, just try every genre, bro. If you haven't watched every anime genre like at least once, I don't think you're a real fan.
In moderation. Here's the thing, when you watch something you like, your brain's natural response is to want more stuff like it, and you should listen to it. I too have gone through many such phases. I've gone through an isekai phase, a slice of life.
Man, if you ain't going through anime phases, boy, oh, I'm trying to tell you, boy. There was one time I think I watched 20 romance animes back to back. That ass, nothing in between. Like 20 in a row. That
Phase,
ass.
a rom-com phase, a kinokonasu phase, because there's enough content there for it to be its own phase, a slice of life light novel phase, and currently I'm going through a trashy fantasy manhwa phase. Not my proudest.
That ass. Look, I got like 20 regression webtoons on my webtoon map that I'm reading right now. Like, you know, it just happens, bro. It really just happens. You go through them phases, and then like after the phase ends, you're like, damn, I really watched or read all of these. Like, it's actually crazy. But like, you know, you get addicted to that shit.
Moment, but it is what it is. Of course, not everything I watched within those phases was good, but I enjoyed them because that's what my brain wanted at that given moment. Watching them didn't feel like a chore. Look, I understand that as you watch more stuff, you get disillusioned and jaded. It's practically impossible to retain that sense of excitement you felt back when you were new to the medium. I too romanticized the early days of my journey into the medium of anime. Back then, I would watch entire shows per day for months on end without being bored.
That's a fact. Holy shit, that's a fact, boy. That is a fact. That is literally a fact. I mean, I think I've gone through like 2 anime series in a day. I literally gone through like, I remember when I was watching Hunter x Hunter for the first time, I went through like 80 episodes in like 2 days. I don't even know how many episodes you can get in a day, but like whatever you could get with like 7 hours of sleep, that's what I got that day. I was
And I can't
running through them bitches. Only breaks was food and water in the bathroom. I was running through them bitches.
do that anymore. I can't. Sitting down and binge watching an entire anime in one sitting feels like a Herculean task to me. Happens to the best of us, but that doesn't mean I've written off anime entirely. It doesn't have to be that bad. If there's one thing you take away from this, quite frankly poorly organized and meandering video, let it be this. Watch more anime, and watch anime your brain tells you to watch, not Twitter, even if said anime is mid. If you liked a rom-com, watch another. If you liked a battle shonen, check out another. If you enjoyed solo leveling, watch more power fantasy stuff. Better yet, read more. There are an n number of solo leveling clones within the manhwa space.
Hella, holy shit! That's like when that's like when all the CJ the Champ clones came out and was making them hood anime videos. That's how them niggas came out with those soul leveling clone manhwas and webtoons.
Watch what your brain desires, and every once in a while step out of your comfort zone and check out something new. Based on my own subjective, burnout-free experience, that's the most optimal way of watching anime long term. And that should just about do it. This was a vague one, but it's a topic I wanted.
I mean, absolutely dope video. Like, this is just a great opinion, and I will never not say this is not a great opinion. This is just a great opinion every single time. For real, there's so many manhwa, like solo leveling is so damn annoying. I mean, you know, it's just like any other thing. Like, they seen how good solo leveling did, and they just tried to get on the train of niggas that will want more shit like that. And it's done good. There's hella shit just like that that are doing great. Like Omniscient Reader. I mean, Omniscient Reader has like a lot better side characters, but it's still like a solo leveling clone, damn near. So it just depends on like, you know, he just got on that wave that he saw that was good. He made a good story, and it's doing great, and it's gonna get an anime adaptation in the next 2 or 3 years. But like I was saying, this is a great point. And to any of my niggas who watch my videos or watch the streams, if you ever need a suggestion, you can hit me on Discord. You can ask me in the stream. You can ask the server. I will always put you niggas onto some new shit. I will always put some people onto some new shit because there's just so much shit to watch. Like, you know, there's so much great shit to watch. Like older shit, newer shit, like shit that came out even last season. There's like good sleepers that I know some people haven't seen. So you like the video? You'll like this one too. Go ahead and click on that. Yeah. You're still here? So you don't fuck with me? Alright, I'ma just